and she's on the computer working on loading up our next interview with Matty Boy. So I'm in the living room on the phone. We got Bowser over here with his ball. And how's everyone doing out there in the world? A lot of weird shit going on, controversial crap. Actually, nothing really controversial about it, just terrible things going on in the world. Very sad. So what's going on with you folks out there? We got one like. What's up, Billabong Matt? How you doing, brother? All right. Brian Wood, what's up, bro? OG Scotty, Skid Row interviews, what's up, bro? Reggie Fleming. All right. John, Word. Lakewater, how you doing, brother? How's work? Strange days. Good evening, bro. Brian Wilkerson, what's up? All right, Paulie Dibbs. Oh, wow. COVID, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Oh, come on. What's that? 3 times in 30 days, man. Paul, that sucks, bro. Smokey Brian Snowden. Life's good. Roger Griggs, what's up, bro? Matthew McCall, how you doing, my friend? Tashanka, thank God, Wednesday Night Live, yeah. Well, tonight's Wednesday, and tomorrow morning, I'm always happy to see you on live and doing well, Mitch. You really are. Thank you so much, Paulie. JP, what's going on, brother? Wilson's View, evening, brother. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to cut out and ride over to Quartzsite. And then I'm going to meet my friends. I was going to ride to Sacramento and ride back here with him. But that's out. It's raining in California, but it's raining here now. I think we're getting calming California's rain has moved into Arizona. So I'm going to ride out tomorrow and meet my friends in Quartzsite and ride up to Scottsdale with them. Looks like I'm going to Arizona Bike Week after all. Come here, kid. Come here. Look at this. Come here. Come on, girl. Just finish eating. Oh, it's coming down. It's raining like crazy here. Look at that. South Bay. Oh, yeah. Paul, it rained like crazy here right now. I'm just doing the news about the... oh, yeah. Sugar Smack, what's up? Oh, yeah, we'll be doing lives at Bike Week for sure. Look at this little thing. This thing is 2.5 weeks old. That's right, Michelle. Scottsdale's lame. I've never been there. Out of the drought for 2 years till they run out of water. Hello, Willie G. Like she likes chewing on my beard. Hey, look at this. This thing almost died. This is a goat. This is a baby goat. That almost died. Look at her. This is a baby goat. She was the runt. The mother didn't want her. Let's go. Yeah. So her mom was headbutting her, like, get her away from me. And that's right, Polly. And so, you know, she was just half this size. And I was dipping a napkin in the milk and sugar solution, feeding her. Now we're giving her goat's milk. I milked the mom, and yeah, so she's growing up. She's pissing all over the house, you know. But my girl, the dogs love her. She sleeps on the same mats and stuff with the dogs. She's a survivor. Yeah, it's a goat. Oh, Polly the cats. Yeah, so, you know, we're going to keep her. Mr. Wilson View, imagine that from a life. Crazy in prison, baby goat, feeling safe in your arms. Yeah, isn't that something? Huh, baby? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's not much dog. Amy fell in love with the goat. That's right. This little goat's cool. We'll keep her. It's a weird looking cat. That's right, Bob. So I'm milking the moms. We got two female goats that are moms. We're milking them. We got a couple females. So we're going to get rid of Billy, send him to a goat rescue place where he'll have a good day. And then we're going to, when we need to have more, we call her Sweetheart. So when we need to have the goats breed them, there you go, baby. We'll do that. But we're going to start milking the goats. We're going to buy a milker because doing it by hand's a pain in the ass. And we're going to start making goat cheese and goat soap and all that kind of shit. So that's the plan for the goats. So I'm going to get up early in the morning, ride out to Quartzsite, meet my friends, and ride on up to Scottsdale and see what Bike Week's all about. I wanted to set a booth up there and sell T-shirts, but they wanted $1,500 for a booth. And that's just out of the question for us. Imagine how many shirts I'd have to sell just to make the money back. I'm going to go check it out, though, and see what's up. John Macatelli, grew up in Arizona, mainly Phoenix. Yeah. That's dope, man. Try putting some cranberries and urban and goat cheese. It's great. All right, that's a good idea. Yeah, Scottsdale, yeah. Then in April, they're having a thing in Bullhead City. It's the Laughlin River Run, but it's in Bullhead City. It's called Mayhem. You know, their booths there is $750. So anyway, I'm gonna check it out. I mean, that's a lot of shirts I'd have to sell to, you know, what's that about? I'd have to sell about 60 shirts just to make our money back. So, event, and it's a money making event. Yeah. Yeah, but $1,500, that's too much, we can sell the shirts on the down low. Want to buy a shirt? Yeah. But then I couldn't ride up there too, so then afterwards the guys they're gonna ride back. They have an Airbnb, and when Bike Week's over there, they're gonna stop by the house and check it out. So I'll do a live up there. Hey, quit eating that. She's starting to nibble on everything. I'm sure if they're charging you $1,500 for a booth, that they're gonna be eyeballing shit. So, it's beautiful country up there. It's got the other. Hey, leave that shit alone. Don't fuck with that cord, all right? The goat is starting to eat everything in sight, just so you know. She's a chewer. So, we had this school shooting, and in Tennessee, I'm sorry, I was thinking of Sholo. That's it. 3 9-year-old kids were killed and 3 adults by this chick that thought she was a dude. So, back in the day, we called them lesbians. This paints up, you might do it. Yeah. Yeah, went in this Christian school and shot these kids and these people. And, there's body cam footage of the police that ran in there and shot this chick. And prayers, nothing but prayers and vibes, man, for Nashville families. It's heartbreaking. This broad went in there and killed these people because he basically has a mental illness. I think anybody that, personally, my personal opinion is if you're born a woman and you think you're a dude, in these new Challenger RR 20, wow. School shooting expert. Email. 2 different pairs of shoes on in the event. Yeah, but that don't matter. I mean, I don't, have a goat that's coming in. Used to eat and tend to know. Yeah. And the cops did a quick. Oh yeah. So the cops ran up in there. They didn't waste no fucking time. And hats off to you, for going in there and putting an end to terror. If that person would have kept shooting people, uh, it's a psyop. I don't know if it's a psyop or not. All I know is, these kids are dead and these people are dead, and that, so it's a, people have mental illness. If you're born with a vagina and you think you're a man, there's something wrong with you. You have a mental illness, and vice versa. Um, you know, well, Tashanka, that brings up a big issue. If they would have had armed guards at this school, uh, veterans who need work, who've been in combat. By the way, one of the cops is an ex-Marine who'd been in combat. He knew how to act, and he ran right up in there uh, and killed that person that was killing these people. So, hats off to you. But if they had an armed guard there who is an ex-combat veteran who needs work, um, that wouldn't happen. You know, if I was a teacher, I'd be packing a gun and I wouldn't say shit about it. But look, we just sent like $120 billion to the Ukraine, and someone did the math. I saw on Instagram. If they divvied that money out to all the schools in the country, they could hire armed guards and pay them $100,000 a year to protect our children. And the children of this country are our treasures. That's our future. And instead they want to just piss away money like it ain't nothing, send it to Ukraine so all their friends could get rich. It's kind of disgusting. But what I really wanted to talk about is, yep, not one dime in Ohio after the train wreck. Yep. Yeah, those cops are heroes, and I'm sure that, even after what they did, they're probably, I mean, they were running into a live fire situation. The money and power is in war, unfortunately. I bet you they're sitting at home right now wishing they could have got in there sooner and saved those people from getting killed. That's the way guys like that think. If I just would have got there sooner. But I just want to say that they did a fantastic job. They didn't hesitate like them fucking lames down in Texas, where it took people's children's mothers and fathers, the Border Patrol guy, to say, hey, fuck you, we're going in there. You know, I mean, they ran up in there and they dealt with that situation, which hats off to you. And that's what cops are for. Nurse Debbie from Georgia, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, rest in peace to those who were lost in that school, But yeah, train wrecks seem to be the new norm. The Wolf, what's going on? So anyway, here's my thing. They're calling for a trans day of reckoning and all this other shit. Well, it's mental illness, Willie G. So these trannies, these homosexuals that want to have sex changes and all that shit, yeah, they're calling for a day of reckoning, that they're experiencing a massive amount of hate. And, I don't really see anybody hating on them. And like it's been said, nobody gives a fuck about you. But when you start going into children's schools, fucking with the kids, I think Trump would probably, I saw Trump telling Zelensky when he's president, I think you need to get with Putin and work out your problems. Basically telling them, and that guy Zelensky's face was like, yep. Asking to become a woman. He literally told her, sorry, I'm a surgeon, not God. That's right. So anyway, they're saying that they're going to have, imagine a chick with, what's that pound's going to talk to his girl. Yeah. I agree with you, Sugar Smack. Tank Dog, what's up? So they're saying they want to have a trans day of reckoning, that these trannies are experiencing, just in case. Like they don't get enough attention. Yep. Yay. That's right. Three OG. So here's the deal. Nobody really cares about them. That's right. Not transfesto. So, when they start going into schools and fucking with kids, and they start, Billy E. Jones, what's going on? When they say, oh, we're being hated on because they have some states that have pushed legislation saying no sex change surgery or uh, uh, gender reassignment shit, whatever they want to call it, for children under the age of 18, and rightly so. When you're 18, people are not not capable of making decisions at that age. And these parents that are telling their kids, "Oh, maybe you should be a girl," they need to be shot, dude. Willie DeFranzo, what's up? And people were also less racist. Back then, a mockery of God's greatest creation. Yeah, I mean, why are you telling your kid that they should have a sex change when they're 5 years old, 10 years old? So there's legislation against it, uh, prohibiting sex change or hormone therapy for minors, you know? Uh, 20 to drink, yeah. Just in here, and charged with a hate crime. No. I don't know anyone that was ever charged with a hate crime. Actually, I do. That's another story. Um, But yeah, so anyway, they're saying because of these laws in these states, they're being hated on and all this other shit. Big League Jew, thank you so much from Salt Lake City. I'm going to turn hate into love. I think a lot of these people are lost. Well, I think they also have mental problems. In these cases, they have sexual abuse in their child. Yeah, they might. Yeah, kids need to worry about Kool-Aid and, you know, baseball and all that other shit, bro. I just, um, my thing is this: if a guy wants to be whatever, or a chick wants to be whatever, they're grown adults. Aren't gay, and if you aren't gay and dyeing your hair blue, you're being hated on. Come on, now, don't be chewing on that. The goat's chewing on my cord. People don't really care in this day and age what people do. But when you start messing with kids, that's a different story. And you even have people that are gay speaking out, in terms of whatever have been abused, and that's a fact. That is a fact. But you have people that are gay saying, "Hey, all this grooming, all this shit, taking trannies into schools and doing sex shows in front of kids in libraries, it's bullshit." They're against it. Grooming children to become something uh, triggering me. If that's right, Polly Dibs. They're against it and they're gay. So, when I was in prison, I used to ask these guys that were, you know, homosexual or whatever, or trannies. I go, man, how did you end up like this? And they all have the same story. My uncle molested me when I was 9. The guy down the street, some older kid down the street molested him, or dad molested him, or somebody molested him, you know? So that's where it starts, and in this day and age, kids probably still experience that, but fortunately, people are more open to listening to children when they say, "Hey, somebody touched me," or uh, Melong has Melong, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. Um, so many levels I can't even express how bad I feel about it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. In this day and age, people are more open to listening to children and believing them when they say stuff. Um, yeah, we can, Mr. Orange. Where are we going? I only have a conversation with you. me know if that's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Obviously, one of them has daddy issue. Yeah. So, and also adults are asking their children or tell me if anyone touches you, let us know. This is inappropriate. They're letting kids know that. My daughter and son-in-law tell the grandkids that, if you're last, my fingers ain't working. That's on the left saying that shooter was a martyr. That shooter was not a martyr. He was a fucking mental patient who murdered children. I haven't been following the Cain Velasquez case. No, I'm sorry. I heard about it, and hats off to him, and I hope he gets out without having to serve any prison time. But yeah, so people have mental problems. I turned 52 on March 19th. Happy birthday, Tank Dog. That's right. So, I don't know what to say, really. It's just, well, I do know what to say, but I probably shouldn't say it. If guys or chicks are in that lifestyle, that homosexual lifestyle or whatever, they usually live in their own communities. And I'm sorry, people who got picked last gym or yeah, they're not going to take our country away. So as long as like they're living their life, they're surround. I mean, imagine if a woman dressed. Devin, thank you so much. Ah, Devin, thank you so much, my friend. He said, read to a bunch of kids. It's wrong either way, man. Thank you so much, Devin. Ever heard of an on YouTube name Jason Blah? I never heard of him. Sucked up for a minute. Thank you so much, Devin. So these people are living in their communities, doing their thing. People don't bother them. You look at San Francisco, you got bikers, you got homeless people, you got Asians, Mexicans, blacks, you got gays and trannies and all that other shit. They're all living in there and no one fucks with each other. But when you start stepping out, saying, hey, there's going to be a day of reckoning for regular people, over them and set them on fire. What's up, Oak Poacher? So you can't fuck with kids. Hey, no, it doesn't like I am at home. I know you're a fan of stuff. Be okay. If one of us contacted him, yeah, it'd be all right, Paulie. Yeah, now I don't like it's the shoving it down our throat shit that I don't like, because agitation propaganda psyops, yeah. Maybe we were wrong all along. So it's shoving it down my throat that I don't like, Thank you, Paulie. The Arabs are right. So, and then you look at, well, it looks like you got a big bad pad. It's all right. Our house it's Arizona. Thank you, William. The goats running around with the dogs. You can't shove it down our throat. Raymond, good evening, Raymond. And then you look at where was that? I think Uganda. Being a homosexual is a felony. I think you can go to prison for like 10 years. You can't tell anyone you're gay. They have anti-gay laws over there. You can't propagate homosexual behavior. If they find out you're gay, you go to jail. You know, and you get fines and all this other shit. They have anti-homosexual laws in Uganda. It's the news. It has to be real. Facepalm. That's a bit much. So anyway, well, in Russia, you just can't get out in the streets like they do here. But even brother, what's up, Big Ooze? Thank you. And the goat is right here, bro, bouncing around with the dogs. But here's the deal: that's their country. If they want to make homosexuality a crime in Uganda, that's their country. Uganda used to be actually an Orthodox Christian country, and they don't fuck around. And so the United States gets up and said if they don't fucking accept transsexual rights, homosexual rights, uh, then they're going to cut off funding to them. So now, I'm sure you heard about old St. Calvin in Atlanta, fruits and nuts, even the weather's queer here. Yeah, that's right, Reese. So the United States is getting with, they're trying to put international pressure on Uganda, saying if you don't change your anti-homosexual laws, no funding. Swamp Man, you're trying. Yeah, I did see Zelensky dressed up like a queer. The way Russia handles homosexuality. I'm down with that. I'm really behind that agenda. So here's the deal. If the United States is telling Uganda, hey, we don't like what you're doing, we're not giving you any funding, blah, 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 right? What are they going to do? They're saying, leave us alone. This is our country. This is our culture. We don't need any influence from you. We're not going to do it. So now they're not going to get any funding. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to go to China, Russia, which have a big influence in Africa, okay? And they're going to accept funding from them, right? And then what? Now we've made an enemy, right? It's pretty, hey, Bowser, what's happening, buddy? We got him some bones. They love it. No, strange days. Putin made a speech in their, whatever their Congress is called, Senate, whatever. He said, that America has normalized pedophilia. America is trying to, the West, basically he's talking about the globalists, the international banking people that want to control the fucking world and destroy everyone's culture and values and morals. He's saying they've normalized pedophilia, they normalized homosexual behavior, everything is backwards. And he said they're trying to destroy the Orthodox Christian way of life in Russia. He just went on and on and on, man. And I can't disagree with anything he said. Bottom line, how do you, whoa, Bowser, how do you hate a guy who speaks the truth? Weakening of men, Pine Saw, exactly. So you have a guy in Russia leading the country who's a strong man. And we need a strong man here now. You know, he's just, Putin's not gonna, Uganda is too extreme. Just keep that shit to yourself. We used to be here. Well, Fernandez, like in Russia, they don't lock you up if you're queer, homosexual, whatever. But you can't have gay parades. You can't push gay propaganda. They want you to be as a strong, confident, and sane man. That's right. You can't propagate it in public or you'll go to jail in Russia. I'm cool with that. I mean, they don't want it pushed in, it's like live your life, do your thing, but just don't ask, don't tell. But, they say, Michelle Obama's really a man, so. And that president right there is the guy that put homosexuality is okay, gay marriage, homosexuals in the military. He's the one that normalized it. So I've seen a lot of photographs that kind of lead me to question some of that. Dennis, what's up, Cuba, homie? Dennis. Jello on the menu at the White House. Yep. Propaganda here. All Yeah, so bottom line is Trump. We need a strong man back in the White House. And like I said, when Trump was president, I saw a video of him talking to that guy Zelensky. Yeah, the rainbow colors. Well, it's Denise. Yeah. What's up? Trump is sitting there, heart intense family, blessed. Oh, everyone, hit them likes. Yes, sir. What's up, Will? Uh, what you up to? We're doing good. She's working on a video right now. DeSantis, I don't know if he's gonna make the president thing, but anyway, he was telling Zelensky, I think you need to get with Putin and work out your differences. And basically, he was telling him no money for war, work it out. Uh, we need to take back the White House. We need a strong president, man, that will put our country first and quit Michelle Obama's little Mike first. Yep. Some more stories. We got an interview coming up tomorrow. And then the second half, hopefully, will run Saturday. It's a great interview. I'm going to be taking off tomorrow for Arizona Bike Week with my friends. Michael Thompson for president. Big boy. I don't know who's going to win, but if Trump's running, I think he might win. If they run Mr. Depends, just saying, you want a guy that wears diapers and eats ice cream and gets diarrhea and all that. That's right. Or you want a strong guy up there that takes no shit. Let alone Trump back in is my opinion. I don't know. We'll see. An address as yeah. Thank you, Sugar Smack. I think Trump is going to run. He is running. And if he doesn't win, if there's some weird shit, I think Wes Squatson in the squat house. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good interview, Will. You know where he's from? Shit. From Idaho. What's up, Timbo? I think if Trump runs and we have another fucking election with this bozo we got now against Trump, and Trump loses, I think we're going to have some trouble in this country. Duple hoop, yeah. What happened to Wes Watson? And I don't know what happened to Wes Watson and his wife, but I know he has some workout program now and all that shit. We're swiping the bombs, big boy full. That's right, old poacher. Yeah, I think if Trump does not get elected and we have some controversial shit going on this next election, I think you're going to see some bad shit going on in this country. Spend another $8 trillion. Well, I don't think he's the one that spent all that money, but this country's imploding. This country's taking a shit. Actually, sat in a chair 40 years. Mr. Depends. He's starting to look like a Gallagher. Let's see. Yeah, the country's going to be bad. Ballot in the bullet. Ballot is broken. It's in a tank. He didn't even deny it. Let's see, what now? 2 words, controlled demolition. Let's go vote. Stocking up on ammo. Joe Allegra, what's up? Trump had the best state of economic 50 years. Explain that. I meant my wife is. That's right. The only liberal thing I thought Biden would do is legalize pot. He couldn't even do that. Yep. David Marshall, what's going on, brother? Someone just came in. Who's the interview with? Saturday's anniversary. Smiley from Richmond sends his. That's right. We're doing good, Matthew. Right. You can't deny the economy for America was good when Trump was president. Gas was cheap, people were working, money was flowing, and then they created a pandemic on a bullshit trip, shut the country down. Oh, that back in the day, huh? No, never imagined that. And they rigged the election. Kind of scares me when I think about the future. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. You know, I remember Trump as president. When I got out, he was president, and things are pretty good. Things are flowing. Now everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Also, we're on the verge of war with Ukraine, with an Obama, Russia, all that shit. Trump became president. That was not an issue. As soon as Biden became president, you see what's going on now. It's a nightmare. Um, it's a nightmare, dude. Yeah, yeah, they were on the GP in prison. Uh, I have been through the end of the summer here in Arizona last year, but I've been out here in the summer. The economy was great when he gave everyone stimulus checks. He's not the one that gave it to him. Congress did. Yeah, here. That's right. Stimulus checks were not necessarily Trump's doing. Verge of World War III. Now we're on the verge of World War III. It just exuberance was high under Trump. Trump ran the country well, so its impact in how the hell could anyone say there was a yeah. The tank doesn't troll. He's been on quite a bit, bro, with us. So Tank Dog has a difference of opinion, which is what this country's about. Uh, uh, you know, I don't, already here 602. Already here six. Yeah, so if you have a difference of opinion, I don't mind. If you got some facts you want to spit out just to re-educate somebody, that's cool too. Um, and that's a lie. He actually totally promised to make sure. Click checks for everyone. Turn this. A problem with freedom of speech. Censorship is a different story. I do, and that's a problem now. World War III. Well, to will. Yep. So they say we're going to have war differently now. It's all going to be proxy shit. But here's the problem. See you. Like I said, hotel in the day was the spot. Yeah, it was. Reaper just got out. All right, Reaper. There's a million years haven't figured out how to get along. Yeah. So David Marshall, who I interviewed, just told me that a guy we know named Reaper just got out of prison. So it's pretty good. Reaper's an older man, and I hope he does well. So Reaper used to get, I don't know what the fuck he made it out of, but he said, I'm making calzones. And God, dude, he made these calzones, and I don't know what the fuck. What would help? Fix the government fairly quickly, mandatory limits. You should know people. A career out of being a. Yeah, I agree 100%, Devin. For not wearing rainbow jersey. That's right, David. Shout out to the NHL for not wearing a rainbow jersey. Oh, wow. So you poured the concrete when they built the prison. Wow. Yeah, that's a tilt up. So, yeah. So here's the deal with the people in the White in Washington D.C., the Senate, Congress, all that. They would go. Uh, they had jobs, careers in the states they lived in. They would go to. They used to go, but the answer is Trump, my friend. In Oakland, he's a dream center. What's that say? Even if you're going to see him, okay, he's at the Dream Center. So, and your voice is going in and out. Sorry, Denise. So, they would have their jobs, their businesses, their careers in the states they lived in. They would go to Washington, D.C. for a few months, take care of all the business for the state, and then go back to for the country, and then go back to the state they lived in. And then it was not a full-time job. Brother Samoa and his family. Yes, sir. Let's give some prayers out for Will's brother in Samoa. What's going on, Will? Well, uh-oh. The dog's chasing the goat. Come here, girl. Come on. There you go. So anyway, I think we should go back to that. I think, hey, John Doe, he's down a bit, taking his right to opinion. Yeah, he does, I'm going in and out. I don't understand why. I don't know nothing about the Guardian. She's chewing on my goatee. I don't know why my thing's going in and out. The shit in our country wasn't like it is now. Let's roll. Yeah, I think when Trump was the president, he wasn't putting up with a lot of shit. That's the bottom line. Come on now. Hey. She thinks she's a dog. I agree with conservatives on this. Yeah. She's getting big. And Bike Week starts today. Free beard trimming. Yeah, so I'm going to ride out to Bike Week tomorrow with the guys from Sacramento, Dave. They're going to come. They're in. So what's going on is my internet connection. It's windy outside and it's raining. This stream keeps buffeting. Yeah, so it's windy out. Well, we have a Starlink satellite dish, so that's the only thing that works out here. But it is very windy and it's raining, so unfortunately, that's messing with my feed. Then climb over. Hey, go, Barber. Oh, you live in Cave Creek? Wow. Everything looks stuck. All right, thank you. The stream is okay now. Michael Korn, thank you so much. Cool goat. So we're gonna try to we want to get a milker. They're pretty cheap, goat milker machine. Because milking them goats by hand is a bitch. Makes your hand hurt. We got to milk them to get milk. I made a milking station, so we're gonna buy a milker. We're gonna milk the goats and see if we can make goat cheese and goat soap and all that shit. And plus, we need. Oh, see that? Good night, Sugar Smack. And we'll have milk. So. Oh, Amy said she'd send Mrs. Smiley some recipes.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Tell Amy to watch her. How's she feeling? How's she doing?
How's Amy doing, brother, by the way? Hit the likes, please. Richie Rich, what's going on? How you doing? How's that video coming? Everyone's anxious.
It'll be on tomorrow.
It'll be on tomorrow, folks. The next interview,
The first half.
the first half of the interview
It's
with
like 2.5 hours long.
Matty Boy, will be up tomorrow. Oh, she opened the door. It's raining like crazy outside. Yeah, what's up, kiddo? So this goat right here is pretty special. I think I'm gonna make her a spot. I'm glad to hear that, Tashanka. Hard to hold your. Going in and out again. They'd ever be let out. Tournament spreading the word. Thank you, William. You know, I really appreciate all the work guys do to get this channel promoted. And, you know, guys that tune in, watch on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we're very grateful. And Nate had a bad stroke yesterday. Oh, man. But we met some really dynamite people through this channel, in person and online and through social media. So this is a real deal, man. So much send email us soft white. All right, Paulie. The channel's been growing slowly and slowly and slowly, but FL and well, that's right, Paulie. That's badass. Damn, Tashunga, this is a baby goat. Funny money, this is a baby goat. The mother had 3 babies, and she didn't want anything to do with this one. She wouldn't feed it. She started headbutting it, so we bottle fed it. It's got about twice the size. It was just a little tiny thing, weren't you? So, I thought it was a deer at first, too. They go holding the goat. That's right, funny. Huh. Yeah, I'm just an old goat. Thank you so much, Matthew. You just really let out those screams. Yeah, they do. They do. Innocent kids are the main reason the world is not a bad place. That's right. Hey, you know, they say about dogs, you know, you're with them their whole life, you know, and they're with us only part of our lives. So dogs, animals, you got to give them all you can, you know. But we're grateful for what we have. And so I'm going to make her. The raffle will probably be when I get back from Arizona Bike Week. That's right, Tank. I'm going to finish that dog and we're going to raffle it off. Always be man's best friend. Yep. But it's a trip, man. Olympic dog. MYT. Nothing but love right back to you, my friend. It's really just Helston Blue. And use it for a goat. Is there? She didn't want this one. I don't know. I think it was a runt. And we're dog paintings, by the way. We're gonna raffle one off as soon as I get back. I'm gonna knock it out and we'll raffle it off. But so what happened was she had 3 babies. We're not in Havasu. We're off 93. So Daniel Perron, what's going on? Well, it's raining like crazy here, and it was windy all day. So we're about 80 miles from Las Vegas. So we're by Kingman, and it's raining here, and it rained in Kingman today. It's raining pretty hard outside. Yeah, so anyway, she didn't want anything to do with this one. I'm really getting tired of this damn rain, though. Frank Rizzo, what's going on, brother? Hey, don't be chewing on my flannel, okay? Okay? She's starting to chew on shit, so let's everyone stay blessed and Do it hard. That's right, Will. So we're gonna start giving her alfalfa sprouts. They come in pellets. We're gonna start giving her that, and eventually, after 6 weeks, you start weaning them off milk. So, and they sell goat milk in the store, which we bought some because I can't milk the mothers enough to get enough milk. That's right. Matthew, thank you so much. Thank you, Matthew. A petting zoo. Thing is, people out here, they don't really, in LA. Yeah, it's raining in California. My friends rode from Sacramento to Redland, so uh, they rode in the rain. Oh, girl. Yeah. So this is the runt. The mom didn't want it, so got an Indian spirit dying for the new joint. That's right. That's 6, 10 months in Portland. I said, Mitch got one. Yeah, I have a Indian chief. I have a 2022 chief, and it's the nicest thing ever. Oh, you know what? I want to say something too. I bought my bike in Auburn, California. C&E, just be careful and easy. Has bad pot. Oh yeah, the roads out here kind of suck. And their service there at C&E Indian in Auburn, California, near the Bay Area, kind of spirit. Chief, my bad. Yeah, I got a chief. That's right, Big Oos. And so they treated me good. I called the service department, talked to mechanics, all that. I got a maintenance package on my bike that's 3 years or 15,000 miles. I didn't know that. I thought it was just 3 years. So I took my bike in. I got the air cleaner, got it tuned. I said, change the oil. It needs an oil change. Yeah. I'm thinking my maintenance package was still valid. It's not. A Road Glide, well, you can always get a Challenger. Better than a Road Glide. Anyway, they didn't change my oil, and they didn't tell me my maintenance package was expired. I had to text the guy from in Auburn, Indian, and they told me, hey, they told me what's up, so it's expired. I've been riding my bike thinking I got a fresh oil change, and I kept getting this thing on my readout, and I checked it. I was almost 700 miles overdue for an oil change because they didn't change the oil. They didn't tell me they didn't change the oil. I was pissed. So I ordered the oil. I changed it myself in the garage. But the thing is this, you call the Indian in Las Vegas, you don't get the mechanics. You get a clerk for the mechanic department who knows nothing about maintenance. So they have pretty bad customer service over there when it comes to maintenance.
Look at the fact that you have to wait like 6 hours just for an oil change.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, Sportsters are fine. I'm a little big for them. Yeah, and then, I have to wait and wait and wait. Mike Thompson's a broke down motard. That's right. Thanks for having me, and everyone be well. That's right, Strange Days. Thanks for tuning in, brother. So the Indian gave you a maintenance pack. Well, my maintenance package expired, bro, but they didn't tell me that. If they would have told me, hey, your maintenance package is expired, it's going to cost you X amount of money. I don't know where you're at, Daniel. I guarantee you 5 years ago, you never imagined you'd be sitting here with us. I never imagined it. Or be riding them. Oh, wow. Seal Neto. Thank you so much for that, brother. I don't know how to pronounce that. See you at Tio Neto. Thank you. Is that Italian? What is that? But thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Blasted a fan. Last time I blasted a fan, someone that watches the channel is Gabe. He came out here from San Francisco, and now he wants me to fly out there and do his back. So, hey, babe.
Yes.
Can you give me that back pattern up the wall?
Yeah, hold on a second.
East Coast too. Oh, there you go, baby. Uh, let's see. CO812. So, and I'm gonna tattoo Brian out in Las Vegas eventually. I'll get to that, and uh, it's easy if you're close by. I'm still trying to work on a friend that watches the channel, and he's a truck driver, but he can't get a route through this area. Long distance is kind of hard to do, so I'm gonna do. Guy in San Francisco's back. Chad Marks is doing big things. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, it's a club guys and Netflix demons. So this is gonna be its back piece. It's kind of got to angle it to get it. It's gonna be a back piece for my friend out in San Francisco. It's kind of so I got it drawn up. I just rough shade the patterns, you know. FXRs are awesome. I wish I had one. Yeah, so I'm gonna fly. He goes, hey, I'll fly you out here to the tattoo.
Is it backable?
Yeah, please. Thank you, babe.
You filmed him last time he was here.
Yeah, we did some. You know, Gabe's a big fan of my tattoo work, and I'm just honored. You know, I'm gonna shrink the pattern a little bit, but that's the basic pattern. Mitch, you need to get into painting up tanks. Your designs would be great, epic. Thank you, Moose. A little bit of both, Matthew. You know, a little bit of both. You and him should do YouTube and I'll get your big break. The thing is, some people come in on Prince. Cam, what's up? Go to the hideaway tomorrow and I want to say hi. Well, I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be with some other guys, bro. 3 a.m. my West squats and workouts. That's right. I never really liked Arlen Ness's bikes, to be honest with you. Cam, what's up? Arlen Ness was cool. Made some neat stuff, innovative stuff, but I didn't really care much for the style of stuff that he built, but I thought he was pretty cool. Rest in peace, Arlen Ness. Him and Dave Perowitz, they're pretty good bike builders, you know. So I don't know where Cave Creek is. See you at I used to be in for Wes and his platform. So what do you think about Wes, Polly?
Yeah.
I was better car builder versus bike builder. All right. Indian Larry was pretty badass, man. Pretty awesome. Oh, you guys got into it? Yeah, what got him heated? You know, I'm not a big fan of Wes Watson. I think he's a phony, so. And he bought it. Total lie. Yeah, he rented a house and he does his little workout program with his buddies in the house. And yeah, Indian Larry was innovative. He was cool. He didn't like I was challenging. He didn't like I was challenging him too much mentally. Last words to me were, "I don't do what ifs, bro." Good night, Joe. I mean to challenge him. Well, you know, Wes Watson's a fucking lame. He can shoot all the steroids he wants and get as big as he wants. He can do a fucking 1,000 burpees. Whatever. His stories are bullshit. That's a goat, Jason. And that's the runt. So we've got a bottle feeder. You know, the bottom line is, you know, if you get on there and you go, hey, look at my arms, look at my workout, blah, 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 in Rancho Santa Fe. Let's see. In Rancho Santa Vera, Iran, make on the hard on the juice. Yep, I asked him if he was ever to live, to be able to work out again. He said, "What you mean?" I said, "What if you get sick or paralyzed? You need to get mentally strong, man." Shanky Claus, we have a well. Those praise was knocking. So. To the Born Free. No, I didn't go to Born Free. I'm not a big fan. Pro composure with. That's right. You know, dude gets on the YouTube and he says, if you're a skinny motherfucker, you're a piece of shit. You need to work out. If you're a fat motherfucker, you're a piece of shit. You need to work out. Build that mighty platform he has. Well, Paulie, maybe you can help us build this, you know? That'd be nice. That dude's making a lot of money and he charges people for advice and all kinds of fucking shit that I don't really agree with. Dude, it'd be nice, Paulie. But my point is you get in there and you insult people because of their physique, because they're skinny, they're overweight, they don't work out. West Tex, bad boy, 432, what's up? Here's my deal. Not everybody's down with working out. Not everybody needs to work out. I knew guys in prison that never worked out. They were skinny fucking lames, and I seen them stab the shit out of people that fucked with them. Yeah, right. And I know guys in prison that never worked out. They didn't give a fuck. They were fat dudes. They were skinny dudes. They were little tiny guys. They were good fucking people, and they were smart. And books was a waste of time. You bought that house. That makes me. Yeah, so I never fraud. He's a super fraud. What's going on is what's in here and what's in here. Just me, just Jonesy Dan, and one time my Johnny blows up on me and what's that day? Well, it tells me he's insecure. Um, some people have qualities that go beyond physical appearance. And that's something you got to keep in mind, especially if you're in prison or especially if you're at a work environment, right? Um, I learned things from people, man, that other people thought were just total lames. And I'm going to tell you, one place I got that from was, me and Dirty Dennis used to do illegal activity. One time we hit a bunch of crank, and I came in with a $50 bill. I go, hey man, let me get 50. Let me get a 50. He goes, it's all gone. I was like, wow. We just got it the night before. And so about a week later, we're walking down the hallway and he goes, see that guy over there? I go, yeah. He goes, he's the one that bought all that shit. This guy looked like Joe Square Lane. He had bought all that dope we had. That's back when we were doing illegal shit. And he would point out guys to me. That guy does this guy does that. These dudes were straight gangsters. They were in positions like clerks in the warehouse, clerks in the food manager's office, different areas of the prison, and they knew how to manipulate and use them positions for their own self and for guys like us, for other people that could keep their mouth shut and knew how to work it. And so they were gangsters. They were making money. And everyone else thought they were just lames. And so Dennis taught me, hey, fuck what these guys look like and fuck what their appearance tells you. Check them out. So, any shifts inside that you didn't like, or were there any? Were there ever any shifts inside that you didn't like or looked at? What do you mean shifts? Uh, there were people in prison I didn't like. In a lot of cases, especially towards the end of my career, Anyone sees Mitch frozen refresh? I see you. Good, Mitch. Thank you. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when you drive up to a prison, they'll put you in a job. Everyone in prison has to have a job. Trucking with old snapper. But um, I didn't like certain kitchen jobs. I didn't like line server shit. So what do you think of the NLR when they blew up? I didn't really think a whole lot about them. They didn't last long. Guys look down on the cadre. Honey snapper. I did like working nights. I never worked too close. I never had a clerk's job or any of that kind of shit. My favorite job was plumbing and Donovan, and working at PIA Wood Factory in Tracy. Those are two, and Corcoran. Those are two of my favorite jobs. Kitchen floor. I do. Like one time I was the fucking lead man in the scullery washing dishes in the kitchen. I make $20 a month. I took a big sack of food out every night. Oh, just claims getting all their dope from. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Hey, send me a connection to that, Boos. Jumps, scullery, something. ODR cook was cool. Mm. Well, the kitchen jobs. Um, back in the day, my friend that lives out here working the butcher shop, I could get steaks, uh, you know, 10 pump bags of hamburger. That was a good thing to come up on. But I always like making burgers, wrapping them up in foil, taking them out. That was always good. ODR is always good job. Well, prison, they don't have an ODR. The officer's dining room is outside the walls. So, um, yeah, some messages. Best job there is. That's right. Heard that in the feds, tobacco was mostly free when it was around. Did they sell tobacco or smoke in the state? They sold tobacco. They gave out state tobacco, but it was garbage. And then, they had Camels, Bugler, all that kind of shit. I smoked Camels and then Bugler too. So I move forward. We got they had burgers, but it was garbage. Good interview with Bravo. Thank you. Um, it was part of the brand. So the food now in prison, you have a lot of casserole dishes they cook in these great big, huge, humongous pots. They're like 4 feet across diameter and probably 4 feet high. They're huge. And they use ground meat. It's 40% chicken, 40% soybean, uh, and 20% beef. It's nasty shit. Yeah, they have top. What's up? That goat's running all over the house. And so you cook that down, then you drain the grease out, and then hey, it's just nasty shit. People say food was great until about 2000. Yeah, the food in California prison system in the late 90s, it started getting bad. In the 2000s, it was terrible. It was nasty, you know. I mean, everything's soybean. The hamburger patties we used to get in Tracy were righteous hamburgers. Now it's a soybean chicken hamburger mix. It's nasty shit, man. It's just you can't eat the shit. It's just fucking bad. I'm so glad I'm out. I mean, guys want to get out of prison just so they could get a decent fucking meal. And smoked since the 90s. JB Weld, what's going on? What's good, Uncle Mitch? Prison for you met a guy in lockup that weren't tough guys. What's some things that weaker guys did that got them respect? Any stories about guys like that you met? I never seen anybody pay to have food brought in, but I do know a guy. Chill out. Dogs are freaking out. I did know a guy who had a female staff. Hey, chill out. For those who love us and those who hate us. Yep. Manic Hispanic. I love it. Yeah, I know a guy had a female staff, and he ended up marrying her. They searched his cell. They found some steaks from Safeway in his cell. You know, he had like 200 DVDs, and you know. I think JP's asking if you ever saw some guy. So I don't necessarily mean like punks, but like weaker guys. There were guys in there that were weaker guys. Obviously, they're not gangsters. They fucked up. They went to prison, but they know that they have to live there. They have to abide by the program. Uh, yeah, that's true too, Matthew. But um, hey, girl, you know, weaker guys would show that they're all right by being on the yard, associating with guys. Um, your pillow one day, you know, keeping their mouth shut, giving them, you know, standing around the group on the yard just nodding. Um, you got to show up exactly. If they show up, I had a celly for a short minute that was a little tiny guy, Christian dude. There was some shit on the yard with a white crib, mandatory, and he goes, well, I'm a Christian, but I gotta go out there. I go, yeah, you gotta go out there. And this guy was a straight lop, you know. And he came up to me and this guy Rick. He goes, what do I do? And Rick told him, you just stand by me. And there's always someone tougher. And he stood right by Rick and I the whole yard, and he was out. So he earned respect from us. People respected that, you know. He was there. And if shit would have brought to him, he probably would have got beat up, but he was there. He showed up. And that's the thing, just show up. Guys that are weaker, I've seen guys that are around when somebody got stabbed. I know they saw it. They didn't say a fucking thing. They acted like nothing happened. They didn't panic and freak out. Guys earn respect in different ways. Sometimes some lame will have a job as a clerk. You know, maybe he works in work change, and guys ask him to bring a few things through, like glue or some screws or a piece of wood or something. And he helps guys out like that. He earns a little respect. Doesn't charge them. Uh, you know, there was a white dude who was married to some black chick in Donovan. Everybody talked smack about him, but he was a maintenance guy in the chow hall, and my fan broke. And I was like, hey, dude, can you help me out with my fan? He goes, yeah, bring it over to the fucking chow hall. I took my fan over to the chow hall, and he fixed it. Earned my respect. I didn't give a fuck who he's married to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you earn respect in prison by how you carry yourself, bottom line. You know, ever do Roman chair before the... You don't know? I don't know what Roman chairs is. Check it out. It's all the time at home. Keep the legs strong. I don't know what they are. I'm about to check them out. But yeah, so, you know, if you're not trying to be a tough guy and a gangster, make a zip gun or bomb. Yes, I have, Polly. I actually lit a bomb and threw it in a guy's cell one time, and I have seen zip guns. Um, yeah, so if you're not trying to be that guy, you're not involved with it, you know, you stand against the wall with your back. Oh, okay, I've seen those done. I've never done them, though. So people are going to respect you, all on how you carry yourself. But, you know, bottom line is if people act right, people leave them alone, let them do their time. And, you know, they say, like, I don't know, I've never been to war, but they say war is extreme boredom with short spurts of excitement, right? That's kind of how prison is. You're bored all the time. And so if you get some people get outside themselves and they can't handle it, and they spout off at the mouth. People take notice. They do it again. Then next thing you know, you're on someone's radar. You know, I was reading the feed people. Yeah, I mean, they save money by feeding people in prison garbage. Like we used to get baked potatoes like twice a month. To develop a routine after first getting in. It depends. Routines not long. You go somewhere, you meet guys on a weight pile, you hook up with them, you start working out. It's not long, bro. But yeah, we had steak once a month in Tracy. We had pork chops twice a month. We had roast turkey. You had half a chicken a couple times a month. You had decent food. Spaghetti was good. Mexican food was good. Now it's all garbage. It's just trash. And it doesn't cost that much more to feed people right, you know. If they fed people in prison better, they would have less health problems. It's bad. It's just really bad. I remember sitting in, especially in the hole, you've seen someone benching there or craziest workout ever. There's a guy online who builds squat racks out of wood. I got a gym, bro. Yeah, school cafeteria pizza. When they have pizza now, it's a little square like this. It says school pizza on the box that they give. That's their dinner, you know. Dragon tongue is no longer around, John. Uh, I imagine it's hard to find decent food driving trucks. Bring in legal cigarette back would comp. No, cigarettes doesn't really. They've been gone so long it wouldn't make a difference. And honestly, I like the illegal cigarette trade because you can make money on it. You know, I made money on it and I got busted. It cost me 5 years, but that's cool because it's not a felony. You get caught selling heroin, it's a felony. You get caught selling tobacco, it's a slap on the wrist. You know, but so I remember sitting in the hole, even on the main line, and I'd get a hold of a loaf of bread, and I would just smear peanut butter on pieces of bread, and within a day, I'd eat a whole loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter. I was so fucking hungry. I remember, it was just, what's 100 charge and a 200 charge? I don't know what that is. Because back in the day, we used to make pruno. Yeah, and now they don't have sugar. They don't have the right kind of fruit, so they make wine, then they cook it off. Uh, and so they cook it with a stinger and they make alcohol. So, yeah, but if that's what you're eating because you're starving, it's not good, bro. Oh, I think it was wrong to take the weights away. Peanut butter is liquid. Make alcohol inside is basically the same charge whacking someone now. Well, I don't know if that's kind of fucked up. But I quit drinking alcohol a long time in prison back in '78. That was rap, because they took the sugar and it's just garbage now. You can't get oranges, you can't get grapefruits. Didn't the government say pizza is a vegetable too? That's funny, bro. Um, yeah, so I mean, prison food's terrible. If you like to eat, stay out of prison. Be hard. That's right. How's it going, big man? It's Texas in the house. Rebel Rob. Leads to trouble in it. Guys drink, they start talking shit. Next thing you know, they're on the yard fighting and stabbing each other. You know? Yeah, guys would cook the wine off with a stinger. But back in the day, you could make wine out of oranges, grapefruit, stuff like that. It wasn't too bad. Strawberry was the best. I'd get the shit from making strawberry shortcake. Uh, Say down it, don't pour. It's a solid. Um, yeah, I got a 5 pound bucket of strawberries from the strawberry shortcake. and it's full of loaded with sugar. I had this guy Dirty Al make it in his cell. Ever saw in there disgusting shit? I don't know. Really, it's hard to remember. It depends on what you mean by disgusting. And someone prune from an old timer that made it. Yeah, you can add ketchup to your prune. We don't call it prune, we call it wine. Sinister about the guards giving inmates takeout food from a restaurant steak. Well, if you got money, I guess you can buy anything. You can use ketchup. Ketchup's very acidic and it burns the sugar. Basically, it'll kick on its own, creates yeast. Yeast eats sugar and shits alcohol, basically. So, and the acid in the ketchup burns the sugar faster. So, hey, Chewy, what's up? Chewy. Chewy. Chewy's acting a little funny because we got so many animals here. Makes Boom Farm with Mad Dog. 2,000 bucks for a cell phone is not unheard of. Chewy the Killer. That's right. Mitch, I make brew. So all you need is oranges, sugar, and water to make wine. Or pineapple juice. We used to buy pineapple juice in Tracy. They sold Treetop. White powder, Holmes. What's up, Big Whack? Yeah, they sold pineapple juice on the canteen, orange juice on the canteen. I'd make wine out of that. You know, someone hit or drug debts. Drugs are the number one issue for violence in prison. Number two, I would say, would be disrespect. If you disrespected somebody, especially if you disrespected them in front of somebody, that led to violence. But drugs are the main reason there's violence in prison. Hands down. People want to control them. People want to get paid. People want to use them. People don't want to pay. It's just, before I quit fucking around, I told this guy owed me $50 and Paul, what's up? In Maryland, all right. Remove for hygiene, no. Whack deuce. Famous for it, I don't think they should enforce it more. Real stories about guys getting whacked for coffee. Never heard of anyone getting whacked for coffee. Drugs and disrespect. What's up, Big Smitty? Going to Arizona Bike Week tomorrow, brother. Navigating through the beast. So, drugs are a problem. What's up, Eric? Hope I see you up there in Bike Week. Yeah. So here's the deal with drugs. I remember one time I was walking down the hall with my friend. He's an older man. He's from San Bernardino. He goes, nobody wants to pay tomorrow for today's high. So guys would go in debt so they could get loaded. And they pay the debt, then they go in debt, and they pay the debt, and they go in debt and pay the debt. And then their family gets tired of footing the bill. Now they're in debt for a few $100, $200, $300, $400, and they can't pay it. So they owe another race. So the other race goes to the white dudes. This guy owes his money. It leads to violence. And if the white dudes don't deal with it, gambling's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as drugs is the worst. And the next thing you know, we got a riot. You're on the yard. You got 120 Southsiders jump on 11 white dudes over drugs. Guys get hot shots. They die because they owe money. They disrespect people over drugs. Or they get stabbed. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard the story I told about Opie. As a porter, I was going out the yard, and they opened the Sally port in the front, and Opie come in, they open the grill gate, I'm going out, and as he passes me, he's like this, and I go, what happened? He goes, He had a knife sticking out his neck, and he goes, "They stabbed me in my neck." You know, he owed $50. They stabbed him in his neck. So drugs are the worst um, cause of violence in prison. And you know, guys that sell drugs in prison, it's a pretty large endeavor to smuggle drugs into prison. However, they do it. So when they sell it, they want to get paid, and guys don't pay. Guys don't want to pay, and it causes problems. You know, guys have this need to want to get high. It overrides all their common sense, and all the sensibilities are out the window. All they live for is that high because they haven't moved past the drug use thing. Opie was from San Diego. He was from out of state, but he got busted in San Diego. Completely unable with drugs. Everyone want to. Yeah, they could get rid of the drugs if they wanted to, easily. Um, they don't care. Drugs keep the chaos going in the prison. Um, Guys that are involved with the drug trade, they don't always have the dope. They have it periodically. So some of them guys tell. Some guys that sell dope, some guys that are shot callers on the yard, they got their chest up, their chin out, they think they're all that, but behind the scenes they're telling so they can maintain their position as shot caller dope dealer until the cops get tired of them. You know, I'm telling you, man, people think drugs is an escape from be good, man. That's right, John. It keeps people separated. Uh, you know, if you can smoke weed in prison without going in debt, whatever, guys do it. But you know, the drugs are the main cause of violence in there. And ever seen someone that was like this? Oh yeah, guys check in that been doing time forever. You know, see it all the time. Uh, yeah, it's you know, people have in prison. You got to remember most. Ryan Leon. Really, so most guys in prison are in there because they have drug problem. They use drugs because they can't deal with reality. Romania, George Fabian, what's up in Romania, brother? Thanks for tuning in. That's right, Will. And so they can't deal with society. They really can't deal with prison. So they want to continue their drug use while they're in prison. And um, for a lot of them, it's not. There's never a happy ending with drugs. The happy ending story with drugs are guys that clean up, get off the drugs. Did you ever see a zip gun? Yeah, I did see a zip gun in there. That's a wine yard forming gangs. That whole thing's bullshit. But the success story on drugs is guys that quit using them, whether they go to NA, AA, church, some kind of self help. That's the success story, you know. And in some ways, that's kind of my story. I'll be glad with homemade wine. Yeah, I remember this guy, Baby Al, and I talked about this. I was drawing. I had my earbuds in, my headphones, whatever, and all of a sudden I see all these cops running by. Uh, and I get up and look with my mirror, and there's a cop in front of every fucking cell. So Al had a towel hanging over the outside of his bars, and he had a zip gun tied to the bars, and he had a cigarette. Uh, Baby Al dropped. I know he dropped, but I heard that, Smitty. God bless you. Good. All right, George. Thanks for tuning in from Romania, brother. So that's when you could smoke. And he goes, "Hey, officer, you got a light?" And the cop's like, "Yeah." And he's there trying to light the guy's cigarette. Well, behind the scenes, behind the curtain, he's trying to light this zip gun. And he lit it, and it boom, and it blew up in his face. It didn't shoot out, you know. And yeah, a guy I'm talking about, I think, was from Santa Cruz. But man, that cop freaked out. They had a cop in front of every cell on the tier. They searched the whole building. They were pissed. But yeah, I never forget that shit. Yeah. Yeah, so there's guys make shit in there. When I was a younger lad, drugs were, yeah, drugs suck, man. Where people, Michael Fraley, we're doing good. What's that say? Did you ever get the? We haven't got a horse yet, my friend. As far as explosives, yeah, guys make explosives. They make bombs. I threw a bomb in a guy's cell with nails from shoes strapped to the outside of it one time. I threw it up in the air so it would explode in the cell. Baby Al was just a dude, you know. It's cold as hell here. I don't think it. That's right, shooting spears. Shooting spears, yeah. Drugs are great till they ain't. Yeah, you know, nowadays though, drugs are not good. It's not a party. It's a death sentence, man. I really, if you have a problem with drugs, please find a way off them. You know. I'm not from Antigua. Yeah, guys would spear people. Guys would shoot darts at people. That means he dropped out. Checked in. Yeah, guys in Tracy would walk down the tier to shower and they have to hold their towel up like this. Guys would shoot darts at them. You know. I was never in none of those animal programs. Chewy. That all happened towards the end of my term, and I was never anywhere where they had it. The dog programs and stuff. Yeah. Well, folks, I got to get up early tomorrow and ride that motorcycle for a few 100 miles. Thank God. We're going to Arizona Bike Week. My friends are going from Redlands. I'm going to meet them in Quartzsite on Highway 10, where 95 meets 10. And we're going to ride into Scottsdale for Arizona Bike Week. They have rented an Airbnb. What's going on, Chewy? Chewy, what is it? Go get him. He sees something outside. Good night, brother. It's all good, Polly. Good. Thanks for tuning in, Smitty. Going to oh shit. Going to Buckeye tomorrow. That's right. Hey, chill out.
Jeez, you guys.
They see something out front.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining.
We got
It's
watchdogs.
just rain, you guys, it's just rain. Everybody's gonna be all right.
So, if I see you up there, don't be afraid to say hi, wherever you are. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. You guys take care. Good night, Jason. I will be doing a live, hopefully tomorrow, little short ones. Tear going on. Yeah, the tear's going on, brother. Someone does this interviews right on Skid Row. So guys, take care. I'll be doing some lives along the way. Do some lives over there. I'll be back here Sunday night. Michelle, thank you. William, thank you. You guys take care out there, man. Thanks for tuning in. Let's say some prayers and have some positive vibes for these people out in Nashville, this tragedy. Man, you guys take care out there. I want to check out Mitch on Cinnamills. If you haven't, thank you, Paulie. You guys take care. Get out there and do it hard. Enjoy your life, man, because we only get to get this go round once. Good night, William. And enjoy it. That's what it's all about, man. Be good to yourself, your family, and your friends, and do it hard. Thank you, folks. Good night. I love you.